Pink Ladies, T-Birds, River Vixens, Bulldogs, Southside Serpents, and just happen to be watching some of my shit. My name is JImmiPynk, and FP, you are the father. So, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me for trying to do a live for the musical episode because I don't even want to talk about the garbage that was that. Let's get into this new episode, baby. So we are season 10, episode 9, chapter 34, Prisoners. I got some thoughts. Want to hear them? Here they go. So we start out at Midge's funeral, who died at the end of the musical last week. See, this is the surreal world building that I love about Riverdale. And then some of the shit falls apart. So we're at the funeral. Everybody's in all black. Everybody's holding these white roses. We see a picture of Midge. Like, that's supposed to be impactful because I think she was only in like one other episode. And that's when we found out she didn't know that her boyfriend was a down low brother. But anyway, I digress. Cheryl is singing. And you see the River Vixens standing there in black uniforms. And leave it to my bitch, Cheryl motherfucking Blossom, in the cheerleading uniform, singing with knee-high motherfucking tube socks on, over-the-knee tube socks, and pumps in the cheerleading uniform. I said, bitch, Cheryl, you slay. Shantae, you slay. Goddamn, you slay. You slay so hard. But here's where Riverdale bothers me. There's a lack of continuity in that. Because I understand how TV shows go. And I understand that if you have some actors that are playing main roles, you might not have the budget to cast other people. But you have to think about when you kill off a cheerleader, and you're going to have the cheerleaders basically stand there and give her a fucking eulogy in black uniforms, and their captain is singing a song that, you know, Betty and Veronica, who were at the funeral, probably should have had to be with the cheerleaders. And Josie and Tony, you know, the two black cheerleaders, ain't even fucking there. That's what I mean about some of the continuity issues. Like, they can't be part-time fucking cheerleaders. If they're cheerleaders, and I understand Cheryl is the head, but if you're going to make them cheerleaders and you're going to continue to give us scenes where they're cheering or they're at practice, then they need to be in the role of cheerleader when the rest of the fucking cheerleaders was there. That fucking bothers me. But moving on, so then we see Sheriff Keller interviewing people, which I can assume was only right after the funeral because everybody still had on black. Archie and his, I don't think the black hood was the black hood. Well, you're a little late for that, Archiekins. I've also figured out we have a new tale. You know how we say it's not an episode unless we see Archie's chest? Now it's not an episode unless we see Archie's chest or Jughead's hair. Which I'm okay with, because goddammit, I know for my Pink Ladies and T-Birds that actually are usual watchers of this, and I know because I get trash fucking numbers on my Riverdale reviews, but I just love Riverdale so much so I won't stop reviewing it. That I talk about Cole Sprouse' hair all the time. That boy just got a gorgeous ass head of hair. So goddammit, you got to take that beanie off sometime, and I'm okay with that. Ew. All I gotta say is about how Cooper being back in the picture is ill. Just ill. Just ill. When they come in, they ask, well, hey, we're interviewing people about Midge's death, and people did say they saw your son. We're interviewing everybody, which is a perfectly okay thing to do. You know, he's a stranger. People don't know him as well. He did end up showing up the night of that. And Hal's like, well, he doesn't live here. He's not here anymore. Hal, you just moved back into the house 10 minutes ago. Shut the fuck up. And Alice, why did you let him move back in? We're going to get into that in a minute. So, the whole Betty and Jughead being detective things, I'm sorry. I'm over it. I'm over Hardy Boy Nancy Drew. Sorry about it. I'm over it. But they come to find out, Chick ain't Chick. Well, I guess Chick is Chick. He's just not Charles, who is the actual brother of Betty and Polly and daughter of Alice and F.P. Jones. I can't. I was one of the main people that I was like, that's too obvious. That's too obvious. But when they did that flip and they showed that picture and they made sure that that kid did not have blonde hair, I said, oh shit, it's FPs, ain't it? Is we gonna get the reveal? And we got the motherfucking reveal, y'all! We've been waiting. We've been waiting. We have been waiting for the reveal. FBI had your baby. And I just live for FP and Alice scenes. A lot of people want to call them Phallus. I call them F Palace. Because obviously they was having their own little private F Palace and that's why they had a baby. But we have the confirmation. So with that confirmation, which is what's very, very shocking to me, is how FP basically went and said, no, I'm getting my son the fuck up out y'all dysfunctional shit. And I'm just like, I have some questions of FP's motivation. Is your motivation that they haven't talked to you yet to say, this dude, I mean, Alice said, that's not Chick, that Chick is somebody else. But she was kind of distraught. So did she actually sit down and get to talk to FP, or did FP just kind of console her? Or did FP console her and then just was like, okay, I'm not with that? Or was FP, because FP really loves her, was like, she chose Hal, so Jughead, we going to have to step out of that. We'll help them after the fact, but that's their family. They got to deal with it. I was just shocked that that was FP's response. And I understand he's saying after what I did with Jason Blossom, which I kind of forgot he had something to do with that. After what happened with Jason Blossom, I can't do this with another young person and all these murders and shit and Jughead, no. But I still feel like that was like real out of left field for FP's character. You know? Speaking of being out of character, Cheryl is leading the fucking charge against Sheriff Keller. Sheriff Keller. I don't blame her. First of all, we know that Cheryl is an unapologetic bitch most of the time, but that's why we love her. But in this case, she's not wrong. She has lost her brother. She has lost her father. Y'all know what my thing about that is. That, you know, that Claudius is her fucking father, and that's really Clifford, and Clifford was Claudius, and they hung him to try to fake it because that father's hair was supposedly went white overnight, and this one got gray hair. I'm just saying, I think that's Clifford Blossom, not Claudius Blossom, and I think he's also the Black Hood. But anyway, she lost her father because he hung himself for killing his brother all over drugs. Her mother and uncle tried to kill her grandmother, put her in a concentration camp, and now, strictly out of subtext, because we didn't really see that, but since Midge was a cheerleader and she was like, the Vixens is gonna fight for our sister, so she also considered Midge a friend. Like, for real, you the sheriff and motherfuckers is dying on your watch, dude. I can't be mad at Cheryl about that, especially when so much of it is directly because of her family. Like, and I get it. I totally get it. What I do find odd is the lodges go to Veronica and say, well, this is your friend. Can you talk to her about, since she's against, Keller? And I think that's a good idea. He's not doing what we want. And we need to tell people, like, it's safety first and that he ain't doing his job. I agree with all of that. I'm sorry. I agree with all of that. I love you, Kevin. But your father's a bad fucking sheriff, okay? We've all said that. We've all said it plenty of times in the reviews. After Buzz has said it, I've said it, Nerd said it, everybody else that I've ever watched review Riverdale has said it. Sheriff Keller's a bad sheriff. I'm not mad at any of that. What I'm mad about is how do grown-ass women like Hermione Lodge decide to go talk to high school students? You feel me? Is she just like, yeah, I'll write the article, I'm cool with that? But again, Cheryl's motives in this case are a lot more pure because Sheriff Keller's incompetence has affected her directly on numerous occasions. I can see why she would lead the charge on that. I don't see no problem with that. And Kevin is mad at her. Well, Kevin, I know that's your dad, baby, but step back and look. Some weird, wild shit been going on your dad's watch, I'm just saying. Moving on to Nick St. Clair. I'm jumping all over the place. I'm sorry. But Nick St. Clair. Who was gooped? I was thrown. I was gagged. I was gooped. That it was Nick St. Clair. Now I knew it wasn't the Black Hood. I just really wish the Black Hood storyline would just go away. I really wish they would have just ignored it and let it have been the janitor, because I think it's stupid. But it wasn't the Black Hood. It was Nick St. Clair. Nick St. Clair was like, my dad says I can't be part of the family business. Well, how did Archie know that the St. Clairs was gangsters, but Veronica didn't? Plot hole. Plot hole. I understand that Archie works for Hiram, but if Archie knew that, Veronica would have knew that. Anyway, but they kidnapped Archie. This is how I'm gonna get with my father's good graces. You can tell the lodges I need $1 million, or Archie is gone. And Hiram just flat out says, I'll handle this in my own way, because we can't give up no money. Archie's not blood. Oh, but you was trying to cross that line with Fred? Hiram, you fine, but goddamn it, I don't like you. So Veronica does what she does, tries to go in the safe. That's not enough money. Did you think your parents really had $1 million in the safe? Come on now. She goes to the safe. She makes a deal with Nick St. Clair. Nick St. Clair. Oh, Nick St. Clair. First of all, I want to talk about Archie. There's a serial killer on the loose, and my dad is in danger. Nick St. Clair don't give a fuck about your father. And surprise, Nick St. Clair was there when the serial killer was there the first time. Y'all should have just offered his little punk ass up to the Black Hood. But oh, did we not get people being offered up to the Black Hood? More on that in a minute. So, Nick St. Clair in this, I just want the pussy. I'm so tired of, listen, I'll let your boyfriend go if you fuck me. I was real mad at that until I realized Nick St. Clair had a plan and was like, oh no, see, in order for me to be, they said to get their bones, basically to actually be legit made into their mafia, which I don't understand how their mafia works, because usually mafias are built on nationality, and you can't really be made unless they can trace your lineage all the way back to the original country. So when you got the St. Clairs, who are whatever they are, the Lodges who are Hispanic, Papa Poutine, which was probably really Italian, who's judging today? How you gonna get made? How you gonna really be in? Y'all all different nationalities, but anyway, I digress. I thought his parents were music producers. Yeah, but they're in the mob too. Okay. All right, Frank Sinatra. Anyway, Nick St. Clair is like, well, I can't get in unless I kill somebody. You seem real fucking good for that. Archie escapes. Ronnie roofies Nick St. Clair. I was not satisfied with that ending at all. That whole storyline was trash. You brought back Nick St. Clair and gagged me and gooped me for some nonsense. But then Veronica turns the tables, gets $1 million herself, goes to her father and was like, you need to explain to Archie why you ain't get him about this shit. And Archie, like the pussy he is, I'm not mad at you for that. I'm alright. Let's just go get the Black Hood. I can't with this Black Hood shit. But here's where the Black Hood part was really, really good. I can't believe they had a chick tied up in the basement. That was fucking funny. Let me see. Right. Okay, so we on the Black Hood. So Betty gives fake chick over to the Black Hood. What? That's a dark Betty that just got too damn dark for me. But I guess that's the parallels in bringing Nick St. Clair back now that I think about it, because that was the first time that the Black Hood got with Betty and was like, give me somebody. Give me a name. And she thought about giving up Nick St. Clair, but was like, no, that's not the right thing to do. But then when we get the chick who then had her and her mother cover up a murder, he didn't kill the actual real brother, all this stuff. I guess Betty said, fuck it, you know what, Black Hood? Get this motherfucker. and she delivers him to the Black Hood. But the supposed to be gag, where's Daddy? Oh, he went to go look for you in Betty's face like he the Black Hood. If y'all make Hal Cooper the fucking Black Hood, and you mean to tell me that this girl didn't recognize her fucking father, let me tell you something. I work with my sister, okay? I know it's not, but I'm saying this is a sibling or somebody that you grew up in a household with. When my sister used to come into work early, we work the same shift now. When she used to come into work early, y'all, I'm legally blind without corrective lenses. I work in a factory where it's dusty, it's dirty, my vision is compromised all the time. I can look all the way up in the front, and if I see somebody walking in, I know it's my sister. From all the way up in the front, because I know how she walks. I know her mannerisms. I know the shape of her body. Certain cadences in the way people talk. Everything. There ain't no motherfucking way that the Black Hood could be Hal Cooper. A, and Betty never recognized who he was, even though she's been around him physically a couple of times now. 2, there ain't no way that Archie looked into the Black Hood's eyes and wouldn't know that it is the next door neighbor who he grew up with, that is his best friend's father. My prediction is that it's fake Claudius, real Clifford Blossom is the Black Hood, and that man that was hanging that was supposed to be Clifford Blossom was really Claudius. That's what I think. So anyway, oh yeah, and just in case y'all wondered, the musical was trash. I really was going to do, I was going to do a video about it, but I was like, I'm just going to slander this motherfucker till it can't even fucking breathe no more. And I'm just not even going to do a video, and I did a live instead. That I went over some of the points, and then we had some other fun and drank and party. So thank you to my patrons. As always, I greatly appreciate everything that you do. If you would like to help me to continue to improve my channel, continue to keep me in Riverdale costumes, because I basically am in costume for every show that I review, you can definitely join my Patreon, link down below. Also, if you cannot give monthly, and believe me, it starts as low as $1, even $1 helps. But if you can't do it monthly, my PayPal.me link is down below as well. PayPal.me/JImmiPynk for one-time donations. Also to my Pink Ladies and T-Birds, thank you so much for subscribing. And if you're not a Pink Lady or a T-Bird, why aren't you a member of the House of Grease yet? Please join us by clicking the subscription at the bottom of the page, or wait for Sailor Jimmy at the end of the video. Also, you may want to hit the notification bell so that you know when Riverdale reviews and any other show that I review comes up. So I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this. Keep it greasy. Deuces.
Kamehameha attack is blazing, I'm so amazing. Japanimation, the anime on your cartoon station. So fulfilling, no adults swimming for about an hour. Revealing power, unorthodox amongst these cowards. Full transformation for Optimus Prime transformation. A good vibration from